Good morning, my children. Afternoon or... What the Where am I? Yeah, that's right, guys. I moved. Nobody gives a fuck, but I'm saying it either way. Anywho, let's get to the point of this. Hello, my children. Afternoon or... What the... Good morning, my children. Afternoon or night. It is definitely night for me because this is the only time where I can do these videos because I don't know. I already recorded this like 3 times. I like to suffer, or either I like to yap a lot. Anywho, let's get started. This video started because I needed to answer this question. What is like competing? And I would love to share my experiences and tips that I can give you as a cosplayer who wants to start competing. And fast here, I'm sorry, I'm gonna yap a lot, so just bear with me. At least this video isn't going to be a 1-hour video. So how about you guys grab your meals, because I bet you people are watching this video either eating or taking a dump. So for starters, hello, my name is MacLeod, and I have been competing for 2 years and a couple of months. It's important to know that I have only been competing in Puerto Rico, and Puerto Rico cons, like the contests that they hold, are a bit different to the US cons because they're a little bit less strict. But either way, I'm going to share my experiences and tips for you guys. Personal opinion about competitions. I love competing. I adore competing. I love feeling closer to my community. I just love being judged on my costumes by people who know about what I'm doing. It's really cool. It is really cool to feel that you're being validated on, your skills as a cosmaker or just performer. So how about we start on what I have to say for y'all. Competing as a whole is a really fun experience. The best part, I think I'm talking for a lot of people here, being on the line of pre-judging or showcasing, where you guys get to share your nerves, techniques, and just sharing everything about your cosplay or how you feel about it. Just socialize. For me, it brought me closer to my community. It's really fun. If you are planning on competing, these are must-dos before getting into a competition. Number 1, I think this should be obvious. Reading the rules. You don't know if the sign-ups are there or online. You don't know what date it could be taking place, the competition. You need to be informed. And that takes me to my point number 2. Get informed of what type of contest you're getting into. Just the basics on what it is. Is it a craftsmanship-based contest where they're judging on what you have handmade yourself? Or is it a perform-based contest where they're judging a skit or a performance given by yourself? And number 3, if it is a craftsmanship contest, always have proof of what you have done. And small recommendation over here, if you're going to post your process, at least in some pictures, show that it's you making it. You never know what can happen, and it's really good to have you there so people know that you're not a liar, because some people could steal it and say that they did it, and that is just shit. So don't commit that mistake. Now, a competition. What is it? Come on. It is literally something where you're competing against other people. And how do you guys win? By getting judged. These are the 4 types of judging that you can find in cosplay contests. Number 1. Audience-based / applause. You guys can see by my face and the way I'm saying this how much I love it. I fucking hate. This is where most times you get up on stage, you pose, and well, the people judge by applauding. If you're a person who bases your cosplays and you plan competing because of craftsmanship and not performing, I suggest you not to do that. I suggest you not to go through that hell. You know how funny it is when you go up on stage in a cosplay that you have altered and made and personalized yourself a little bit, and then you know that the type of judging that you're getting is by the audience, by how many applause you're getting, and then absolutely nobody applauding for you because they don't recognize your cosplay, and not even your friends applaud for you, so you instantly knew that you lost. Can anybody relate? Come on. Or sometimes we're a guy wearing a Burger King crown and a normal shirt and pants and shoes and no makeup, fighting with a guy who has a shirt that says Costco on it, and they start making a really stupid skidded fight on stage, and people are applauding, screaming BK, BK, and knowing that you have lost to people that literally did not put any work onto their cosplay, and they literally win a prize for that, and then you can see other cosplayers who actually make their shit. That is something that actually happened, MacLeod 2023, I think, if I'm correct. It's just shitty. You shouldn't compete if you're doing a craftsmanship contest on an applause-based shit. Please, dudes. Second one. I had a lot to unpack on that one. I'm sorry. It is not my favorite. I'm sorry. I'm opinionated. Second one. Voting-based. Voting-based is very normal, right? I'm guessing. It's very heard of in every competition that you can see. And sometimes this can hand in hand with audience, which is cool if it's a performance, just like audience-based applause, That is cool, that is amazing. But when it is craftsmanship, I am just gonna say, the public in general sometimes don't even know what it takes to make a cosplay. And sometimes when people have bigger platforms and say, hey guys, if you want, you can vote for me and stuff like that, what do you think it's gonna get? A big influence or a cosplay that doesn't have the big influence? Come on, it's voting based. And sometimes we would want to say it's not a popularity contest, but when it is given to the public in general, but if it's given to judges, I think it's depending on what type of judges you get. Because third, judges on stage. This is when usually either you're doing a performance. It's most maybe known in performance when you have judges watching you do your shit on stage, but sometimes it is given for craftsmanship as well, where they probably will ask you a couple of questions while you do your walk on and stuff like that, and you can explain a little bit of it, and then they decide who's the winner. And then we get my favorite one, which I think is more fair to the craftsmanship type based contest: prejudging. Prejudging is when you're getting a stipulated time to go to a separate room without any public, and you get 2 judges or more that give you and answer you, hey, what's your cosplay? What's your name? What is your cosplay from? They must ask you questions in order to know the techniques you have used. Is your cosplay aligned? How did you hem? What was your process on this armor making? Did you do something to the wig? I'm just saying, they must ask you questions. If they don't, I recommend using the head to toe method, where you are going from your head to toe on things you have done. There's a little insect flying all over me. It's really cute. Also, in prejudge, you need to show proof. And funnily enough, here in Puerto Rico, they don't allow build books. What are build books? They're short process pictures and explanations of your techniques used, where sometimes it's mostly seen on the US, where there's 3 or 4 judges, and one of them takes the time to read, because it's a short summary of your cosplay and techniques, while others see and ask you questions about your cosplay. Also, it's known on the US that they flip your scenes. Here, I have never gotten my scenes flipped in my entire life, which is upsetting, because how would you know that when it comes to the little details, if you do not get those questions asked, or if they do not check themselves, then how would they know which cosplay was made in a better way? I'm just saying, if you're judges, ask questions of the cosplay you're judging, because sometimes when you show no care about the cosplay you are judging, we cosplayers do not care to show your mistakes. So it's funny that they don't allow build books here because they prefer to have 100 million pics instead of a summarized small book that tells you all the techniques when you have more than 3 judges. Am I right? And it's just a little bit upsetting. I would love for it to be known so that people have the time to think how to explain their things summarized. Because also in prejudge, you are given a short amount of time to explain this. Sometimes they might tell you, hey, strike a pose, or maybe if you have some lines. But it is mostly not very judged because of the stipulated time that you have, because if you take a while explaining your cosplay process, how will you have enough time to make a very good, performance? Even if it's short, how would you, play with the time if you don't know how to, measure your speaking abilities of your cosplay explanation? It is just a very, very difficult thing that should be very well organized in order to go well. Let's go to showcasing. This is the funnest part. I love this. I love this so much. Some contests are walk-ons and some contests are skits. And some contests on the US are both. You guys want to know something? The only performance-based contest we have ever had in Puerto Rico was in 2024 Arcadia, which is a gaming convention. And might I say, it was the bestest thing ever. I wish I was there. Because they let you perform on that stage. And what for you guys on the US might be a normal thing in some conventions, here in Puerto Rico, it's something really cool because it is just sad that there's not a lot, because a lot of cosplayers want to perform. And it's sad to see talent go to waste. Do you know how many people I've seen that know how to dance those K-pop dances or Vocaloid choreographies that I'm just like, damn, I can barely move a leg. And they're all doing those dancey dances. Like, what the It's really cool. Please implement these things, Puerto Rico. Soy un proud Boricua, but come on, guys, put a little bit more enthusiasm on this shit. Make us excited to compete in it, or at least that's me. But mostly when it's a craftsmanship contest, you don't get judged on your walk-on. And if you do, it would have to be a skit because, again, US. But if it is a skit-based showcasing kind of thing, well, you are basically judged in everything that you do in that skit, because performance-based contests are judging you on how you handle your skit. They're not judging you on your craftsmanship. If they're not, both combined, which is, then it would be 50-50, Now let's get to some tips for competing. Have a trusted friend by your side. In most prejudging rooms, they let you have one person by your side for moral support. Man, and I can get the anxiety, the adrenaline, all that shit burning inside of you that makes your heart want to burst out. I get that. What personally calms me down, it's having to talk with the people in the line of the prejudging or the showcasing. That helps me a lot calm my nerves. Because, when your guys are making dark jokes that are your expense, it's like telling, oh my god, I'm so nervous, oh my god, I think this is gonna be pure shit. But then they support you, and you support them, so make the most of it by supporting your peers, and they will support you. That is why in every showcase, I try to be the first one to go so that I can stay in front of the crowd and I can scream for absolutely everyone. And I encourage you guys to do the same, because believe me, for somebody walking on the stage, it means a hell of a lot. Just a single clap or a single scream, it means the world. So I want to be there for every single person so that when they walk on that stage, they feel, damn, I want to do it again. Also, stay hydrated. Have water by your side. Calm. Have that friend by your side. And just breathe in and breathe out. It's very important. Community is always the important thing. Have someone you trust by your side so you can feel calm, or at least the laughter of I am nervous. In the end, it'll be fine. I promise. And as a guy who has learned sewing skills and wig work and a little bit of acting skills for my performances solely for wanting to compete.
Actually, not solely for competing purposes, but because I also love to perform and to make stuff. I have always loved to dance and act, so it is a way for me to do it, so it is for fun as well, Samuel. Don't be stupid.
I really recommend at least doing it once for fun. You never know what could happen. You get to learn lots of shit. Whatever happens, have a friend by your side that can hold your hand and say, I'm here for you, Pookie. Don't miss out on what could be an amazing experience or a learning curve on your abilities as a cosplayer, cosmaker, whatever. Really, it's cool to try to get that. Man, I didn't win this time, but I'm going to improve for next time. At least that's what happened with me. I thought with just my pre-made, pre-bought jacket and cutting it a little bit to style it for a Nagito cosplay and painting it red and painting a white shirt from Walmart red. Damn, I'm seeing. Then I saw beautiful cosplays win in 2022 and I was like, I want to make big dress for next competition. And I made big dress. And then I made more skirts, and I made more shirts, and I made bodysuits, and I made masks. And I kept improving, and I am very proud of how I've turned out and how much love I've had for competing. And in the end, you will notice that competing is mostly for you and because of your peers. Because sometimes, even if the contests are a bit shitty, sometimes I feel that I'm missing out on a big experience that I could be having. Like sometimes where you're given the chance to dance in public or karaoke. I used to be embarrassed of doing all that stuff, but now I'm just thinking, when is it going to be the time that I actually do it? What if I don't do it? What if I never get to do it? I'm not taking my chances. Also, there's other things in the US that we don't have here, which is the journeyman, novice, the novice, journeyman, masters categories that divide cosplayers in skill sets and how many times you have competed. We don't have that, so I suggest watching Sarah's basement videos because she explains that better and US cons better, and it can get you a grasp on it and what you're getting into. Anywho, I hope you enjoyed my yappery. I'm sorry, I'm a very yappy person, but this is all I had to say from my experiences. In my opinion, go for it, but have moral support. Be prepared, stay hydrated, and don't miss out on great opportunities and what could be a learning curve. Well, my children, thank you. I would love to keep making videos like this for me just yapping, because I feel that I'm better at yapping than doing vlogs or anything, because I need to learn how to minimize my content. You guys know me for making videos really, really long. And now look at the timestamp on this video. I mean, it's an improvement. But I would love to go on with the topics of contests and certain conventions and what could go better here in Puerto Rico, because we do not see a lot of people talking very explicitly out there. You know, from a POV, it is always distant close in the community by mouth to mouth. So tell me, guys, would you like to see videos where I am just yapping about cosplay contests or experiences in a whole, or how to be safe or whatever? Like, either way, if some people don't want me to do it, I will probably do it because I really like yapping. Nothing. Stay safe, my children. Happy cosplay making. Happy cosplay. Happy night. And good night, my children. I hope you have a very lovely night. Sleep. Okay, whatever you're doing, I hope you enjoyed your time while you were listening to me complain about absolutely everything. Good night kisses. Bye.
Oh my, I forgot to actually include this in the video. Oh my god, so editing Samuel here telling you that if you like this video and you liked listening to me yap and complain about this sort of things, throw in a like. If you would like to suggest themes or subjects in the cosplay scene or whatever, want to suggest something that I do or talk about, just throw in a comment, please. I need ideas. I have so many, but I never complete them. If you would like to become a child of mine in this big ass cosplay family I have going on, I would be your father through adoption. So throw in a subscribe. What the fuck does that even mean? Push the subscribe button. Oh my god. I'm going insane right now. But anywho, you guys sleep well and have amazing dreams. Your cosplay father is now going to get something to eat. Good night.